I'm Wanda Wen. Thank you so much for coming to the Sulip Fix. Today, we're going to wrap with fabric. And in Japan, they call this art of wrapping Furoshiki. So I'm going to just teach you a very simple technique and one that I love because as I love paper, I also love textiles. And I think in another life, I'll probably be working with a lot of textiles because I just love them. So this is actually a great project to use when you have smaller items, unless you have large pieces of fabric. And I found that, don't we all have kitchen napkins that maybe over time you've lost 2 or 3 and you only have like 2 or 1 left of a napkin, but it's too pretty to throw away, and what do you do with that? Or maybe you have a scarf that you no longer wear, but it's still so beautiful. What can you do with that? Well, I love wrapping gifts with that. And so I actually brought a couple scarves that I happen to love. I'm going to keep them, but just for this purpose, I'm going to show you how to do this. So let's start with this. So one thing that I pay attention to is color. And when you have an item that you're wrapping, so for instance, this is a leather box, and I'm marrying it with a scarf that has a pattern that looks well together and it blends well. So basically, the process is laying out your scarf or your piece of fabric. And the other thing about this technique is that the scarves or the fabric or the napkin, whatever you're using, that it's recyclable. And so people can reuse it. Maybe they'd want to wear it, right? Okay, so you basically take your piece and you place it in the center at a diagonal, all right? And then you simply take the 2 opposite ends, bring them up, and tie it, okay? Just tie 1 loop. And then you take the other corners and bring it up and tie another loop, okay? And then I like taking the original 2 corners and securing it by tying a final tie. And that's all that you need, right? So beautiful. You can actually, string a gift tag underneath if you're going to be taking this to a party where there's multiple gifts, or simply presenting it to wherever you're going. Maybe this is a housewarming gift, but presenting it to them like this, okay? So here's another situation. I'm taking this scarf that I happen to love by one of my favorite designers. I have had this for years, Georgina Etzdorf. Okay, so again, taking the opposite ends and tying it. And then taking the other opposite ends, making sure that this doesn't get mixed into the fabric. Actually, I'm gonna do this the other way. I'm gonna do the long way first, and you'll see why. Okay. We'll do the long way first. Okay, and then we'll do this way and tie it. Actually, I think the other way was better. Okay, the other way is better. Pardon me. Well, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this first. Okay, this is better. Okay, I'm doing the long way first, and then I'm doing the short way. And you want to, and the short way, I'm actually gonna tie it in a knot so that it doesn't pull through. Okay, so now before I tie this last, these last corners, I'm gonna take just a little gift topper, and look what I found. So I went to the nursery yesterday, and I got this sage plant, and I'm going to use this in a later episode for you. But look at these blossoms. I have never seen a sage plant with such beautiful blossoms. I totally fell in love with this. It's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to use this as a topper. I'm going to just cut. I'm trying to get a long stem, but there's really not a long stem on this. Okay. I love sage. All right. I'm going to place this little guy here. I'm going to take these long ends. And tie my final knot. Okay. And there you go. So sweet, right? Darling. So this is an easy way to wrap. It's also very environmentally friendly. I also brought this napkin. This is a kitchen napkin that I only have one left of, and you know, I know this will be turned into Furoshiki. And but this is you can shop like vintage stores or secondhand stores for great scarves that people let go of and that they don't want anymore. Or shop sales at department stores and get great scarves and use them and just keep a stash of them, and that could be your gift wrap. Okay? All right, that's the Sulip Fix for today. I'll see you next week. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.